That's your first fucking warning, Sage. I'm telling you right now. I don't have time for those condescending comments. Leave them be. Leave me the hell alone. Right now, the sky is falling, and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm damn near gonna have a fucking panic attack right now. Don't say the Jays suck! You suck! You suck, Sage. The Jays don't suck. Don't! Take it back. Delete your own comment. Delete it, or I'll delete you. And I'll delete your wrench. It'll never have existed. I didn't start it. You said, oh, never mind, you said G-Day. I thought you said something else. I didn't see that you had the D in there. I'm sorry. I thought you said something else. I didn't see that it was G-Day. I thought you said something other than G-Day. That's my bad. I'll own up to that. I shouldn't have fucking come at you. And I'm a bit of a loose cannon right now. I'm a little unhinged. I'm just a door walking down the street right now. I'm unhinged, Sage. I'm fucking unhinged. You know why I'm unhinged? Because the Jays do suck. Don't say they don't suck. They do fucking suck. Here we are on the stretch drive, and they've just lost 4 fucking ball games in a row. Don't tell me to calm down. I'm calm. Don't tell me what to do. Let's get this fucking portion of the fucking ball game. Let's get this fucking covered. Honestly, unfucking believable. The Jays dropped their fucking 4th straight. The Yankees win. The Detroit Tigers did lose, so I'll explain the ramifications here very shortly. Extremely shortly. But again, here we go. The Jays won. George Springer had a hit. He seems to be the only guy on our fucking team that can hit right now. Vlad squeaked out a little hit. Ty France was able to get a hit. Dalton Varsho was able to mash a home run out. He made it a close game. 2-1 ball game. Shane Bieber was pretty good tonight. He unfortunately let 2 home runs, 2 solo shots, but again, he only let 4 hits, 1 walk in 6 1/3 innings, struck out 4. It's a pretty good outing. If you told me that, 2 runs, we should be able to win that fucking ball game, but our offense is completely, they're asleep. They're asleep. We don't have Bo Bichette coming back to the playoffs. This is fucking unbelievable. Mason Flaharty came in, good. He got out of a jam. Fucking Jeff Hoffman got out of a jam. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a flying fuck. We need to win a fucking ball game. Now, we've got Trey Savage, who has made 1 major league start in his career in a pivotal game. Tomorrow is, I don't want to say it's a must win, but it's damn near a must win. What do we got? 7 ball games left? 7 including tomorrow. So we got 7 games left. It's just... Well, technically, even though the Jays have a 2-game lead on the Yankees, it's a 3-game lead. Because we do have the tiebreaker. So technically, the Yankees need to they need to win more games than we do. And we've got them edged out by 2. However, they've got Baltimore again tomorrow, then they've got the White Sox, then I think they've got the Orioles again. The next series we have is the Red Sox, and then Tampa Bay to close out. Both teams are tough. Kansas City's tough. But you gotta win tomorrow. You can't allow yourself to get swept here and lose 5 in a row. Win tomorrow, and then win one of the next 2 series without getting swept, and you've basically done your fucking job. The magic number's 5, meaning that the Jays control their destiny. We go 5-2. We take care of business. We don't even need to go 5-2 if the Yankees lose 2 games. We just need to go 3-4. I'm not asking for them to come in and slam the door shut. I'm just asking for a fucking win. I think I'm being pretty fucking reasonable. I've been pretty good to this fucking team this year. Because here is the importance of winning. We already know the Jays are going to make the playoffs. Okay, we already know that. They cannot lose unless something freakish happened. And it's not going to happen. That's just the way it is. Because they just have to win one game. But right now, we've pretty much clinched the 1 seed if we can stay ahead of the Yankees. So everything would have to come through the Rogers Center. And you don't have to play the wild card, best 2 out of 3. So let's just get our asses in gear. Let's get after it a little bit here. Let's take care of fucking business. No pressure, Trey, you savage. But the season is on your fucking shoulders. Your fucking shoulders. In your second career start, I'm picking you up, by the way, bud, because I believe in you. I need to believe in you. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm just getting tired of this fucking shit coming on. You know, I don't even want to do the fucking stream when the Jays are going to do this shit to me. It just pisses me off so fucking much. You got enough baseball fix there, Sage? Did you hear what you needed to hear? Thanks, Sage. You're bringing. I think you're bringing some dark energy to the cloud here. We don't need the clouds to get darker. These are already thunder clouds. All right, Sage says he got his fill. You know what? I also got your fill of NBA. Guess what? Fuck you. There's no fucking news. No NBA news. Can you believe that? Jesus fucking Christ. These guys do nothing. Shams Charania is a fucking idiot. Oh, it's going to be the most historic offseason of all time. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me, Shams Charania, you son of a bitch. Maybe next year, Sage, NBA will be a little bit better and a little bit kinder to us. All right, we do need to make our football picks for tomorrow. And by we making our football picks, that's essentially me. So I'm going to get on Bet365 right here. We're going to look at the cover the spread. So I'll pick who I would pick if I was picking cover the spread. And I will also pick who I think will be the winner. So if you guys are gambling, I've been doing pretty good this week. If you go back, I'd be really interested to know how fucking good I've been doing. Because I've been doing real fucking good. All right. The first game on the slate, we've got the LA Rams on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles. They need to cover a 3-point spread. I like the Rams to cover the spread, and guess what? I like the Rams to win the ball game. So that's your underdog right there. That's 2.6 and a pick 'em. I'm not saying I feel super confident about the Rams winning. I feel confident they'll cover the spread, but I can see the Rams going on the road and winning. They've played the Eagles as good as anyone. This isn't the same Eagles team as before. Plus, I really like the Rams defense, a young defense that gets after it. Braden Fisk, they got that Bryce Young, they've got that Hall coming off the edge there. These guys have a nice little core of defenders, especially in their front seven. So that could cause some problems for the Eagles. Now, this is a very hard game to pick for me. You got the Bengals on the road against the Vikings. Both teams will be without their top or their starting quarterbacks because Joe Burrow and J.J. McCarthy both injured. Now, if this was the starting quarterbacks, I would say I think the Bengals will win. The Bengals need to cover 3. I think they'll cover 3 on the road. I think perhaps Carson Wentz has enough in him against a defense that's not that good. I can kind of see the Vikings winning this one. And I agree, Carson Wentz probably is better than JJ at this point. Not super high on JJ. As you guys already know, if you've been listening to the fucking program. All right. Another tough game. You've got Pittsburgh on the road against the New England Patriots. Favored to win by 1.5. Okay. There's a lot of question marks on this. The defense for Pittsburgh is extremely banged up, and they've been either the 30th or the 32nd worst team at stuff in the run so far. Both Breece Hall and that other motherfucker went over 100 yards to start. I think it was my guy, Kenneth Walker. And they've got Alex Highsmith injured. They've got like 5 injuries on their defense right now. Derek Harmon, it's not looking good for their defense. If I was betting, I'd probably take the Patriots at home because they're worth more. So if I was betting, that's probably where I'd be shifting to. Now, one thing about the Patriots, they got a very young offensive line. Both their left tackle and left guard, I think that's what, Will Campbell and what's his name, Logan Wilson, are both rookies at the left side of their offensive line. But they've got a good rushing attack. They've got three running backs that are capable. You know, they got Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, and Antonio Gibson. All their names end with son. So we're going to call them the son of running back right there. But I'm really having troubles picking this game. Now, the Patriots are terrible against the pass, which should bode well for Aaron Rodgers and the offense. Maybe it gets Roman Wilson and these guys going. But they're top 3 or 4 at stopping the run, and the Steelers haven't been able to run. So I feel like this game's going to come down to Aaron Rodgers being able to pass, for one. And I think you got to get the running backs involved. Maybe not running the ball, but like you're obviously going to have to run the ball. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying get them involved in the passing attack a little bit. Did I say Carson Palmer? I might have said Carson Palmer. I mean, I did say fucking, what's his name there? Pablo Sandoval last night. We got mother saying, I need more football homework. This is like learning another language or trying to interpret. Okay, good. I said Wentz. But your mind went to Carson Palmer probably because he used to play for the Bengals. Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I don't know. I think that this game, the New England Patriots and the Steelers should be a pick'em game, to be honest with you. I think it should be a pick'em game. I probably have a bit of biasness going on right now. I'm going to say Pittsburgh, but I do not feel confident about this whatsoever. So I would stay away from it unless you're prepared to lose. And then it gets even more interesting. Like, this is a weird week, man. These quarterback injuries are really fucking with me. You've got the Las Vegas Raiders on the road against the Washington Redskins. The Commanders, or Redskins, whatever we're going to call them, are favored to win by 3. Now, I do think they're a better team, but I believe they've got Marcus Mariota starting tomorrow. Marcus Mariota starting, to me, is a problem. I think the Commanders are a little better against the run this year than last year, so I don't know if this is the game where Ashton Gianti breaks out for the Raiders. I'm going to say the Raiders are going to cover 3. Washington's at home. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going with the Raiders. I do not trust Marcus Mariota. I'm sorry. I do want to say Commanders, like, I'm kind of leaning towards them a bit, but I'm just saying, man, that's tough. That's tough. If the game's on the line and Marcus Mariota needs to make a play, to me, this should be another pick-em matchup, in my opinion. Now, the Packers are on the road against the Cleveland Browns and Joe Flacco. They're favored to win -7.5. Now, obviously, I do believe the Packers are going to win this game. Are they going to win by 7.5? I don't know. Neither do any of you. But I'm going to take the over on the Packers to beat the Cleveland Browns. Looks like Tucker Kraft and Aaron Banks are going to be back. Pretty good bill of health. We don't know if Zach Tom will be back. But frankly, we might not need him. I mean, the only guy we have to really worry about... that's not true, actually. The Browns have a pretty good defense. It'll be interesting. I just think that based on how our defense has been playing against 2 very good teams coming off a mini bye, I think that we're going to probably be able to pick Joe Flacco off 2 or 3 times. And it's not Mariota. I think Christian Gonzalez might be coming back. I think he was a participant in practice, wasn't he? Because that changes things a bit too. if Christian Gonzalez comes back. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. You got the New York Jets on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored to win it -6.5, so by a touchdown or more. Not only do I like the Buccaneers to win this game, I like them to cover because they're up against Tyrod Taylor. And let's face it, no offense to Tyrod Taylor, I don't think he's a very good quarterback. Oh, we've got the Colts on the road against the Tennessee Titans. Interesting match. So the Colts are projected to win by 5. The Titans are at home, which is good. I think Indianapolis wins the game. In terms of covering the 5, I'm not sure. I know Indy's been playing pretty good ball right now, but they're not at home anymore. In my opinion, they're playing a team that is better than the Dolphins. I really have no idea on this one for cover the spread. -5, lean towards the Colts, but like I could see Tennessee keeping this game a little close. Scattaboo? Scattaboo? That might be his name. All right, you got Atlanta on the road against the Carolina Panthers, so that's a divisional game. Atlanta favored to win by 4.5. Well, Atlanta's going to win the game, in my opinion, and I think they'll cover the spread too. You think it'll be Cam Ward's breakout game? It could be. It could be. I just think the Colts are a better team, so I'll stick with the Colts to cover, but know that I wasn't confident in that pick either way. Now, this is very interesting, and I actually do agree with the odds makers here. The Houston Texans are going on the road against Jacksonville. Jacksonville is favored to win by 1.5. I think they got the line right. Do I necessarily think this is how it's going to play out? We'll have to find out tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I think they got the line right. I think Jacksonville at home should be favored. Fuck it, let's just take Jacksonville. You've got Denver going on the road against the Chargers. The Chargers need to cover the spread of 3. Denver's defense hasn't been quite as advertised so far. I think the Chargers win. The covering of the 3, I don't know. It might be like a 2017 game or a 24-21 game. It's going to be a close game. I'm just taking the Chargers. The Chargers just seem too good overall, man. They're loaded on offense. They're gritty. They've got a great defense. They've got 4 wide receivers now. They've got Ty Conklin. Their running game is the only thing that's a real question mark to me. But, you know, Najee Harris and Almario Hampton, they got to get it going at some point. So why not this week? I like the Chargers in this one. You got the Saints on the road against the Seahawks. Seahawks favored to win by 7. Well, I think the Seahawks win the game. I don't think the Saints are that good. They played a 5-point game against San Fran, and that's with what's Mac Jones going. I'll take Seattle to push or cover. We've got a pick-em match pretty much between Dallas and Chicago. Dallas is on the road against the Bears. I don't care if Chicago's at home. I cannot bet against Dallas in this game. They just let 52 points last week against Detroit. Dallas has a pretty good offense, man. So Dallas to cover 1, it's a pick-em game. I'd have to go with the road team in this one. The Chicago Bears haven't shown me enough so far this year. And I don't think they're going to as well. What do you mean? I don't think my football defense looks very promising. Most of them aren't starting. Not good. What do you mean? Does it say out or does it say Q? What do you mean they're not starting? I'm confused. Let's get back to the picks, though. All right. What's the next game we got here? We got Arizona on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy's not suiting up for it. The Niners are favored to win by 2 or more points. I'm going to take Arizona to win outright as well as cover the spread. I really like Arizona, and I think that they're going to win this fucking ball game. And then you got the Kansas. Oh, are you fucking kidding me, man? Are you fucking kidding me? Our Sunday night football game is the Chiefs and the Giants? How would they even think before the season this would be a good matchup? No one was expecting anything out of the Giants. This is a terrible one. Why not go Denver and Chargers? Yeah, it's normal because most leagues don't do IDP. So you don't go by that. If they've got projected points and they're not out, you're fine. Yeah, Sage is right. All right, this is interesting to me. The Chiefs are going on the road in a terrible matchup for Sunday Night Football. Don't get me wrong. But the Chiefs are on the road. They're favored to win by 6 or more against the Giants. I think the Giants could surprise a lot of people here. I think the Chiefs will win the game. I think the Giants will cover the 6-point spread. But if I'm betting, I'm going to put a couple bucks down on the Giants. They're worth over 3.5 to 1. So that's a lot of money if it ends up. They could easily win this game. They could definitely take this game. The Chiefs are not a juggernaut. The Giants have looked pretty cohesive so far. You could argue they should have won last week against Dallas. I really like the Giants to cover. The Chiefs maybe squeak out a win. That's fine. But I wouldn't be betting on the Chiefs to win outright because that's a waste of money for 1.31. Fuck that shit. And now we get extremely crazy. What a game we've got for Monday. The Detroit Lions on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, okay. You're talking... The over-under is 53. Do you know what I would have put the over-under at? 70. So if you're betting, bet on the over. Because the Baltimore Ravens have scored 40 and 41 points in each of their first 2 starts. And they're going to score in the 30s this week, no problem. Probably put up 40 as well. Detroit should be able to put up some points. The over is an easy bet here. Now, will the Ravens cover 4.5 points? I think the Ravens will win the game at home. I think Detroit will keep it close, though. So I look for them to cover the spread. That's a hell of a fucking Monday night game, though, for sure. Yeah, Hopper's being a little fucker, as she always is. She always thinks it's fucking feeding time whenever I get on here. And she needs to fucking stop doing that. Putting the fucking pressure on me to end the fucking stream is what she's doing. But Sage, what do you think? What do you think of the picks? Anything that you think is just a terrible fucking pick? I did throw in a couple underdog picks there, I will say. I like mixing it up a little bit. Every now and then. And while I'm waiting for Sage to respond, looks like Mike Trout hit his 400th home run of his career. A 485 moonshot. Look at that. And you got Cal Raleigh eclipsing Ken Griffey Jr. with his last home run. So that would have to be his 57th of the year, because when I was playing Ken Griffey Jr. baseball for the N64, I remember that he had 56. I remember. Huh. Bring me right back to childhood there. All right, let me take a look at the comments real quick. Sage is going to throw $100 on... You're parlaying all of the bets? Sage, if you put 100 on that panned, give me like half at least. Give me half, because that would be, holy shit. We would actually probably be rich. If you parlayed all that shit, holy fuck, man. Have a fucking yacht. Not a boat, but a yacht. All right, let's turn our attention to... Get a juicy percentage. That sounds like I'm at least getting a couple donaires. Donaires for life. Which won't be long if that's all I'm eating is donaires. I'll probably drop dead in like 12 years. Now, okay. Pete Rose Bowl cut. We're stuck 8-6 against Sage. You got, and that's awesome team up 11-4 against Alejandro's astounding team. Vlad the Impaler's up 9-5 against the Dark Sliders, and Orange Juicy Fruit proving he is a lot better than Graham's great team. Now, Sage, I do need you tomorrow to add Treya Savage for the injured Pablo Lopez, not Sandoval, but Lopez. I'm going to set my roster now. Make sure you pay attention when you make the ad to my pitchers. I've got 4 of them going tomorrow. I've got Strider, Yuri Perez, Michael Wacha, Cam Schittler, and I'll have Treya Savage going. Make sure all those guys are in there. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck around with me. All right. That's enough talk about the Pete Rose Bowl cut. Let's see if there's anything going on at the juicery. The juicery has been surprisingly quiet. I will be probably making a couple moves this evening. Can tell you, Zach Sealer's on the shit list. Probably the last time he'll be playing in my uniform. Who do I want for my starting linebackers? You know what? I'm going to move this guy up here, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, I need to add a kicker. Let me see what's out there for kickers. I don't like having McManus as my kicker because then I'll get pissed off at him for fantasy purposes as well as I'll get pissed off at him for fucking the Packers over too. All right. Fuck it. We'll keep him for another week. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the juicery. But for now, we're fucking out of here. It's time to feed them fucking cats. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.